Hey guys, this is Maduba John from MJC Designs. Welcome to today's video tutorial. Guys, it's been a while. Today I'm going to show you guys how I created this curtain wall. I posted this 3D and I got questions on how I was able to achieve this curtain wall. I'm going to show you guys how I did this. So I'll use this 3D to illustrate, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one by the side and show you how I actually did it. So now let's do it. So I'm going to move this right here like so, and what we want to do is we want to get a curtain wall like this, right? Just like this, with an operable window. So what you do is, if you have a space like this, all you need to do is take a measurement of what you want. As you can see, you have this measurement, and you have to determine how many windows or how many panels you want on curtain wall. Now for that one, we have 4, and we actually wanted 4 panels. All you need to do is take your calculator and divide it by 4. So we actually got 4. By the time you measure it, we see 4325. That is 4325. 4325 divided by 4. We have 1081. Then the width is going to be that. Then we go to the 3D to get the height of our curtain wall. You have to take the calculation before you start cutting wall. You don't just start like that. So from here, let's say from here to this point right here, as you can see, this is where we want our cutting wall to be. So you can see we have 723, right? You have to write that first calculation down. We can take from the measurement, from the elevation. I think that will give us a very, very precise dimension. Let's take from the elevation. Okay, you're going to see my elevation from my construction drawing. As you can see, that's a full complete drawing. This is front elevation, as you can see. So we take the measurement from this point to this point right here. Hold down your shift. Okay, it's actually correct. That's 7665. 7665. Okay, good. Just jot it down, and we go to our curtain wall. So I'm going to use a generic curtain wall. Okay, like this. Go to this. So we start from default. I'm going to use this right now. This is the default curtain wall. All we need to do is I will delete this. Okay. Alright. So we have one here and one here for the width and the height. So the width, we have actually did the calculation. We said divided by 4, right? We got 1081, but I'm going to add 1 to make it 2 for allowance. For the height, we want to have something similar to what we have already. Let's just say okay for now. Select this curtain wall and let it show only the curtain wall. As you can see, we want this part here, and then this part for the window height, and this part here sharing the ground floor and the upper floor, and then this part here for the window and the other part to cover the remaining space. So we are going back to our settings. So I'll go back to generic. Okay, then delete this all over again. So we have, for the width, we have 1082, and then for the height, first height, we are going to make it 600. All you need to do is just type 600 right there, and then you add one more height for the second one. It's going to be for the window height, which is 2100. Okay, and For the center one, which is going to be the one between the ground floor and the top floor, we actually used 900. All right. And for the window again, it's going to be 2100. And then the remaining height, right, as you can see from here, we have to adjust the height of the curtain wall, which is 7665. Go back to the scheme, right? So 7665. If you add all these figures together, you will discover that we have not gotten to 7665. Okay, so what we do is check the remaining. What is remaining? 7665 minus 600 was what we used, minus 21 for the window, minus 900 for ground floor and upper floor part, and then minus 21 again for the window, which is, we have balance of 1965. Okay, so we are going to make the last part 1965, or just approximate it to 2000. Okay, now that's fine. Just click OK and you draw, right, like so. This is what we have. Okay, as you can see, right, it looks nice, but the difference is that this one right here does not have any mullion outside, it has it inside. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. Just select it and go to your settings. Let's see if it has the mullion outside here to the boundaries. You can see everything is inside, so the panels are outside. So we are going to do the same thing here. Click and go back to the settings. Now you go to frames and then you change this right here, mullion frame, to this built-in but glazed frame. As you can see, the symbol right there shows that it's behind, right? So the symbol can also help you. You don't need to memorize the name. The symbol can also help you to know what you want. There are other options of what you actually want. So you just choose this, okay, and then you see the transom frame. Let's see what that means. So which is the transom, which is the horizontal mullion. Okay, so you check that. This is a corner frame. We don't have corner, so there's no need to go about this, but you can always change it to something like this. This, if you want the corner to be hidden, that is the mullions to be hidden, you can change this to this. Then the boundary, we have boundary, right? So this is the boundary, so we are going to change it to this right here. Okay, now that's fine. So we can always reduce the length of those those mullions. You can reduce the length if you want to, like this. You can reduce it. Okay, so that's that for now. And then we can go to the panel, or let's say okay, to see what we have already before we come back to the panel. As you can see, we have successfully done this right now. So as you can see, we have some of the panel going in right there. We are going to adjust it from the plan. You can see what we have now. Take it a little bit down so that this boundary will show a little. The same thing with the sides. Let's go to the plan to adjust that. turn off this so that you can see properly. Then take it up, use the other display. Okay, you can move it a little bit backwards if you want to, or leave it to be out like that. So now that's fine. This is just what we want, so we can change the panel. You can change this panel to whatever you want. You can change this panel to transparent panel, or opaque panel, right? It all depends on what you want. We're going to change it to a glass material. Right now, go back to the panel and change this, activate it, change to glass, then link, so everything will change. Same thing here, activate this, it is already glass, fine, just link it, and that's good. We can also change the frame color. Okay, activate it, it's active, click here, activate this, click here, activate this, change it to metal iron. That's fine. We don't have corners, we have boundaries activated already, so that's fine. Now we have all this done. Okay, and this is good. So what's next is to create a window, operable window here, right? We can always fix a window here. All you need to do is click this, and this time around you're not going to the settings, you're going to edit, right? Just click both the windows you want to change, go to this and change it to window, double window, right? Click, and that's it right there. So you can always go to the settings to change the color of the mullions, like so. So you can see push inside or outside. This is going to be pushed outside because the casement window. Go to the next settings. You can always adjust whatever you need to adjust, but for now we are leaving that. Okay, if you have a custom window, you can. If you want to change the grid, you can. You can add handle. If you want to remove the line, this line shows the direction of opening or the type of window that you used, so you can always remove it from here, but it's not, I like to leave it so that you will know what type of window is it. And then the surface, we can always activate that override surface and change to the material we have always used, which is metal iron, just like so, Okay, now if you go close, you will see that your windows are like coming out, right? You can always push them back by going to the settings, go down to this part here, window settings and opening. You can add the panel offset by maybe 75. You might have to put minus, but let's see what we have. Now you can see our panel has gone inside instead of being out. So if you think this is too much, you can always reduce the offset. As you can see, so this is how to create curtain wall and an operable window. So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.